If you're struggling with your knee bending or any motion after surgery, the knee glide may help you.
That's right. We're going to show you how this can be real effective to get your knee moving, get you back into the game again. So it's going to be a progression. We're going to start with Mike. You can actually use it in bed very effectively.
Yeah, just close your eyes, take a nap as long as your knee is bending. So what you're going to do is just glide back and forth. Now, you can do heel slides without anything, but in bed, I find this kind of challenging because oftentimes your feet do not slide well on your mattress. But
right,
the knee glide can really help. We have a towel in here because it is a firm plastic and you're probably not going to wear your shoes in bed unless you're a heathen or something. But so what you do is just work on your bending. Obviously, if you just had surgery and you're tight, a couple tips you can try is either take your opposite leg to start helping with the bending and just go to where you can and then hold for like 15 seconds or so. Relax. You can try that way, or you can take a belt, which Brad has down there. You can actually wrap it around your leg. Brad's going to lasso it around my leg, and then you can work on using your arms to help bend. So here I can't pull anymore, so then I use the belt, and I can get a little bit more knee flexion. Obviously, I didn't have knee surgery, so I can bend all the way, but just take your time with it and build up how much bending you get over time.
There you go. And what we're going to do is transition to the seated position, which you'll do most of your rehab with, because if everything goes well, you do this maybe for a week or so right out of surgery. So we're going to use the knee glide on the floor. It really has some advantages because it's in a track. It keeps you in line, and it slides very easy and effortlessly. Now, if you can go like this, that's good. If it's a little tight, which it will be in a number of cases. The first goal is to get to 90 degrees. One thing you can do when you get here, we need to stretch it. There's going to be pain associated with it. Use good judgment, especially when you first start. You can use this foot and go over and help push with your good leg and work that back and forth for 10 to 20 repetitions. There's another trick that us therapists use. It's called contract, relax. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go in just till it starts to get tight, not much pain, but a little, put this leg over the front, and then I'm going to push this foot out. And I'm going to put this foot, and it's going to block. In other words, it's going to cause an isometric, so that's the contract. I'm going to push, push, push. That makes the quadricep work, and we're going to hold it 6 to 7 seconds, and then relax, and then push it in. And almost always, after you do the contract or pushing out with that foot, holding with this, 6 to 7 seconds. You can go in a little bit further. You can use this foot to push it a little more. You're going to do that 5 to 10 times depending on how fatigued your leg gets. The other advantage of this, which is really a big deal compared to using a rag on a smooth floor, you can put it at an incline. And this can make a huge difference on your ability to flex the knee while going downhill. It's one of those things that you really don't appreciate it until you actually do it. Another thing, and I think Bob has done this, I've done this as well, is you take that same belt. It has to be a longer belt, and it should be probably a cloth or canvas belt. Put it there, and we're going to use a little pulley system, if you will. And I'm going to move this out, scoot out a little bit, and I'm going to pull back. Knees getting tight. I'm going to use a little arm strength. Go down on the ankle for more leverage, and pull.
Just don't let your dog grab it and run away.
Yeah, keep the dog away while you're doing exercises. So there's a little trick of the whole exercise that can be very helpful.
Now, a couple of questions people often have is, does your foot have to stay flat on the knee glide while you're using it? Now, some people might just have really tight ankles, but they still have more knee bend. So if your heel has to pop up or your forefoot, typically when your heel pops up, it just means you have tight ankles like Brad is showing now. That's okay because you're still getting knee flexion. You're just not getting as much in your calves or your ankle.
Right. That's good. You may want to try to keep it flat and get a little range of of motion in your ankle, but we're focusing on the knee
And
and not worrying about the ankle so
You
much.
didn't show the hamstring variation
Oh,
if you spin
yeah.
it around.
Well, I know, but this was talking about knee flexion. But yeah.
We want every knee motion.
That's true. Actually, this is good for that too. Now, this really emphasizes hamstring strength, but it actually emphasizes flexion because there's more flexion as you come up in this position of the knee glide. So,
Going up a hill.
yeah, learning how to use this to make sure you get all its benefits. It really is a superior device for rehab. And actually, you use this before surgery, so you get used to it, get range of motion. A knee that's got good range of motion and is stronger will always rehab better afterwards, as opposed to if you're just going without doing exercises. So prehab before the surgery and then afterwards the rehab.
Continuously using it all the time is beneficial as well, because some people get kind of lazy with their exercises and they see this lying around and they go, oh, I should probably do some range of
Yep,
motion.
exactly right. And it is nice. It weighs, I think, 2.8 pounds, right around 3 pounds. You can carry it with your finger. It's got a handle. You can hang it in the closet, lean it up against the wall like this. It's light. It's handy. You can clean it off if you drop some food on it.
I guess.
Or the dog has a problem with it. You can simply wash it all up and it will not rust. Everything is stainless plastic. And
And you can
good.
find it at bobandbrad.com in the Our Store section.
Our store?
Our Store.
bobandbrad.com. Take care. Enjoy the day.
Bob and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.